Good morning. In this video, I will talk to you about my thoughts written on this page, my abilities. It's a short list, maybe 10 things. I can think. 1. I can act, positive or negative. When I act positive, I create something. When I act negative, I destroy something. I can act. I can learn. Yes, I can learn. I have desire. Yes, I have lots of desires. I can persist. That's 5. Sure, I'm persisting. I'm making more videos. 6. I can push myself. Yes, I've just pushed myself. 7. I use my willpower. That's together with I can push myself. I use my willpower. 8. I have self-discipline. If you brush your teeth, in my book, the way I see things, you have self-discipline. Because if you can do that, then you can take care of yourself somehow. Even if it's by being nice to other people so that they take care of you. I can do. Yes, I can do something. I can read a book. Yes, I can do that. I know what I want. 10. Yes, I do know what I want. I want many wonderful things. I do know what I want. I want to serve God because God created the world. He gave me my benefactors, which are the people that surround me, that they feed me, they cook for me, they go shopping for me, for food at least. And all I have to do for them in return at this moment in time is make videos. Maybe I don't do it for them necessarily. Alright, I do it for my son. Now, if my daughter ever wants to watch these videos, that would be wonderful. She'll understand who I am by watching these videos. I do love you, daughter. It's just that we have a different type of personalities, and that's why I get along better with your brother, who has, well, so much energy that I am resting in my room right now so I can keep up with him in a few minutes. Alright, all of you dads out there, be a better dad than your dad was. Hey, that's from Glenn Turner. So that your son will be a better dad than you will ever be. I'm way better than my dad, but that was just so easy to be better. Now, I do think my dad didn't work most of his life. He was an only child, and his mother was his benefactor, constantly providing for him. And if not his mother, then his temporary wives, one at a time, or however that went. Oh well. Be better than your dad. All of you ladies out there, be better moms than your mom was. Enjoy your life. Remember that God is the King. Jesus is the Prince of Peace, right? And you are His champion here on earth right now. In that room where you are, you're the only human right there. And you are supposed to be doing good things for your God. The Catholics do have one thing. They talk about the sins of omission. Sins of omission. If you don't feed your dog, you're a little kid, you're growing up or something, you don't feed your cat. My grandpa, let me tell you about my grandpa. He was rich, but he told me why. He had chores to do. Before he could eat breakfast, he had to feed the horse. He had to feed the dog. He had to feed the cat. I mean, you see, people that have chores to do when they're kids, when they're adults, they take action. I mean, they get up in the morning and start doing something. They don't just, what is the word? Lie around all day or sleep all day long, or they do something. Now, my grandpa was rich. He didn't have air conditioning, but he lived outside of the town, and he was the only guy with electricity. Now, the electricity was good enough for a radio and a TV and one light bulb, and it came from his car battery. And that's when he was a grandpa, not when he was... he started on a horse, then eventually he got a bicycle. Moving up in the world was getting a bicycle. And then he, the last 16 years, well, he had a car for 16 years, but that's after he was a grandfather. All right? And then life took that away from him. No more driving. You could say it was because of his eyes. You could say it was because of his... he had a difficulty walking straight ahead. He used to make me walk in front of him. And then I didn't know why he told me to walk in front of him, but I used to walk in front of him. And that was, he said that was so that he could see something that was moving straight ahead. And this way he would be able to follow me. He told me that years later, though. Because he had also told me way back when I was a kid that the police in Honduras, they were like two little Indians, meaning natives, two native people in uniform, probably like soldier uniform, and that they could tie knots. There were no handcuffs. They used to grab a string or something and just tie your two thumbs and probably your hands or something like this. And if you try to wiggle out of it, the knot would get stronger and stronger, and it would cut off your circulation, and then you would start crying and begging for someone to please cut off that string. And these guys, they wouldn't cut it off. They would say things like, "Didn't I tell you not to move? Not to try to break free?" I mean, when these soldiers told you not to move, not to break free, they meant it. And the point was that these little soldiers, they used to tie you up, and then they would say, "Walk in front of us." And they would just walk. I mean, they had no car. You were arrested in Honduras, they would make you walk all the way to wherever the police prison or whatever the station was. Yeah. So Grandpa told me, don't go out at night. The night time is for the thieves. So I don't go out at night. Enjoy your life. Be better than I am.